let's call it terrible. 126% we were told, interbank overnight rate. Luckily, by Wednesday, Thursday, we saw a drop, very sharp drop. Is it possible to unpack this? What really happened and what is really going on?
In the type of economy we run, you cannot run away from such episodic jumps. One, the rate underlying the market itself, it's on the very high side. That's an open secret to everyone. And when that event happened on Monday, there were different sides to what could have happened and what is going to happen. That was also a cue from what you saw in the FX market. It was a positive correlation. FX market also notched up the same day. But by Wednesday, everything went down south. What really happened? Players had thought the budget would be deferred the second time, and everybody was just on the edge. And prior to that time, the liquidity, the contrarian strategy, has really taken almost all operators out of the market. So people were very edgy. And don't forget, by that time, most maturities of banks were due as at last Thursday, Friday. So overnight had to. It's a normal thing that should happen. But prior times, that has been managed. How? Through CBN discount windows. And because rates in that windows are also going up, what most operators are edging for is to now no more bank-to-bank lending visa. That window is almost dead. So what we saw was a response to what literally could have happened. Budget was signed, and there was confirmations that look, banks can now start trading with themselves, and CBN started giving some support. If not by 4 or 5 o'clock on Monday, what we'll have seen by now will have been very catastrophic. I would rather say that CBN has played that game well. They anticipated that. By Friday evening last week, we anticipated that was going to happen. But, it did happen, but CBN moved in before noon that day, and then we started seeing some movement. What are the lessons for the market? Two things. Number one is that in a rising interest rate regime, CBN or the regulator will continue to lose occasional control of the market. That's one. Then secondly, operators will always find a way by which they will want to hedge their positions. There's no way. Yes, you can set rules as regards rates. Yes, you can set rules as regards how to trade with each other. But market will always find its level. And that's what manifested in rates. Rates all over the world will always go up anywhere once there is a contraction. And that's what we saw. The contraction was real. And that was what happened. But again, my take, I may be wrong, is if care is not taken, we're likely to witness this again. If disbursements don't happen to reflate what we currently have, there must be reflation almost like yesterday. If we don't have that, we are going to experience the same thing. Don't forget, look at the balance sheet of banks. Look at lending. Look at what the credit creation mechanism of banks. What is it? Is it going up? Is it coming down? Ability of banks has been significantly curtailed to lend. Why? It's no brainer. The rate at which TBs is going for, if I run a deposit money bank, I won't lend to anyone. I'd rather go there, go and park the money there. So, but when they have maturities, CBN must always intervene in the market to make sure that those maturities are met as at when it's due. There are two things that I've seen that is, for me, wrong with this market. One is the TB rate. Two is the recently launched bond at 13%. That's targeting the soul of financial institutions, especially banks. Rates are up there, and chance that it's not going to come down. If I have 5,000, given what the brochure of that instrument is saying, that means I can get up to 13%. So my savings account, you're telling me, go liquidate it. and bring it. Then, therefore, non-bank financial institutions like us, for instance, we are competing in the same market. We are talking to the same people. We are talking to the same corporates. So, how do we compete? And if care is not taken, we are setting another recipe for rising NPLs. That's why smart banks would rather park deposits and send it to those instruments and watch who suffers. The economy, the borrower, the real sector. So we keep trading securities, but we won't see genuine reflation of the economy. Government says the infrastructure financing, for instance, that has to be supported by leveraging on what banks can do. If, for instance, a company A has a contract to construct, say, a route from point A to point C, from one state to another, the financial system mechanism should be such that for a bridge, there should be a bridge finance to such a contractor to be able to kickstart, to mobilize before disbursement comes from government. And don't forget, if banks are saying no, therefore nothing happens. These are the chain reactions we are seeing in the economy. So it's no brainer, it's no witchcraft or rocket science. It's what you do that you get. So when you see any aberration in the economy, you sit back and ask yourself. But I give it to CBN, the intervention was very timely and arrested the likely consequences that will have, negative consequences that we will have seen.
So if this happens again like you think it might, would you be expecting CBN to be on the ready to intervene again?
Of late, CBN has been very proactive, I would say. I would say in the last 4 or 5 months, it's been some of the cocktail of policies they've put in place. Chances are that they will not allow it. Chances are that, but it could happen, especially if the bureaucracy surrounding the disbursements of budgets X for projects are not timely, and if this rising interest rate regime continues, because we're killing the economy instrumentally. That's what we're doing. So it's you are not going to wish that you want to get in a particular direction and you are back in that direction. You aren't getting there. It's not going to happen. One key thing for me that we need to arrest, even if we are running a rising interest rate, is that there must be a sink. Leverage must be given to, especially the deposit money banks, to create what they are expected to do, supporting the economy. How do they do that? Make credit available. It's difficult for you and I to walk to any financial institution to say, I want to access 10 million naira. Despite the number of years of experience you've had, despite the names you had in the market space. So who gets credit? That's what's called overcrowding of the credit space. And it's not helping the economy. Yeah.
So may I ask, what is really pushing government, to sell these bills? Is it because of these oil prices or what is it?
Significantly, yes.